What's going on, guys? Dig here, ready to teach you how to do the Tomb Easter egg, and yes, you can do it solo. Now, the gobbles that you're going to want to bring, you're going to be Killjoy, Idolize, Power Keg, Cashback, and Shields Up. The first thing that you're going to want to do is follow the orange triangle all the way down to the bottom, and then you're going to place this amulet right here. That's going to open this door portal, and it's going to take you to the Dark Aether. Once you're here, you have unlocked Pack-a-Punch. Now, for a quick side Easter egg, if you go over here to the right side where Jug is, you'll see these rocks in the top left corner above this purple mushroom. Go ahead and shoot the rocks, and then they'll start rotating around the area. Once you shoot all rocks that are rotating inside the sky, they'll freeze, and then a Pack-a-Punch tier 1 crystal will spawn down on the floor right here, and a cryo freeze ammo mod. Now, once you have the cryo freeze mod, you could actually shoot the waterfall on the left side and on the right side of the green portal to freeze it, and it will spawn in a purple ether tool if you are around 11 and above. Now, you can get a legendary ether tool from this as well, but I don't know what round that is specifically. Probably like round 20 or so. Now you want to progress to round 8, and then the mimic will spawn in. Take out the mimic and pick up the monocle that it drops. Now, once you pick up the monocle, you're going to leave the Dark Aether, and you're going to find these fire crystals around the map. You're going to shoot them until one's in this room right here with the crafting bench. This is going to be the left side of Deadshot Daiquiri, the first room you enter from spawn to the right side. And then you're going to wait for it to be in this room on this pedestal inside the bull room that's going to lead you down below to the left side of spawn. So one thing I need you to keep in mind when you're doing this and trying to get the flame into those specific rooms is that when you do shoot the flames, they go to random spot around the map. They do not go inside the Dark Aether, and they do not go outside where spawn is. They are inside the tunnel area, anywhere scattered across the rooms. All you have to do is shoot them until they teleport into those two specific rooms, and the wall reveals the symbols on the wall. Now, once all these symbols are revealed on the wall, all you have to do is shoot them in a specific order from 1 through 10, and I'll show you this cheat sheet I made for you guys so you can understand which ones to shoot in which order. Now, looking at the cheat sheet, it's pretty easy and self-explanatory. Number 1, top left, it's a squiggly line. 2, 2 squiggly lines. 3, 3 squiggly line, and so on all the way up to number 10. Now, once you shoot them all in the right order, 1 through 10, you're going to be doing a lockdown. Once you finish this lockdown, you go ahead and get a max ammo, and you get one of the staff pieces. Now, you're going to go to the other wall, shoot these symbols in the exact same order, 1 through 8 this time, do the lockdown, get the staff part, and then you're going to go to the Dark Aether after that. Now, once you make it into the Dark Aether, go up to the center and place your ice staff parts right here. Now, go down the hill to the left side and grab a mutant injection out of the crafting bench because you are going to be doing another lockdown. I highly recommend having a mutant injection because it can be a pretty difficult lockdown by yourself. If you're playing solo, multiple people, it can be a little bit easier, but when you're doing it solo, a mutant injection is highly recommended. Now, the reason why it is difficult solo is because you have to protect the staff, and the zombies can damage it, and they do a lot of damage to it very quickly, so having that mutant injection definitely helps out a lot. Now, once you finish the lockdown, you can go ahead and pick up the ice staff. Now, once you have collect the ice staff, it's time to upgrade it. Now, the way that you upgrade it is you're gonna have to find those 3 fire crystals around the map, shoot them until they're pretty close to each other, and then you're gonna have to shoot all 3 within a time period with the ice crystal to freeze them. Now, if you do not do it fast enough, you will not get an audio quote, and then you will have to shoot them again when they are frozen, and then they'll respawn back in, and then reattempt shooting all 3 of them within the time period. But like I said, if you have subtitles on, you should get this quote, extinguish the flames, then you have completed this step correctly. Now, you're gonna head into the Dark Aether, and you're gonna find 3 giant rocks with a purple symbol on it. You're gonna shoot that purple symbol with the ice staff. You'll know if you hit it if you get a hit marker and the rock floats down, and you're gonna write those 3 symbols down. All 3 rocks are gonna be randomized in here, so just look very closely to find your 3 on the big giant rocks floating into the sky. Now, once you shoot all 3 symbols on all 3 rocks with the ice staff, one of the portal doors will close. You're gonna have to keep track which color of those doors did close because you're gonna have to interact with it on the opposite side once you figure out your color. Now, the way that you can figure out what color your portal door is, if you're having a hard time, if you stand in the center and you look at the red portal going counterclockwise, the portal to the left is going to be the color yellow, the one to the left of that's going to be blue, and the one to the left of that is going to be green. Now, once you leave the Dark Aether and you go to the opposite side of that portal, you'll find that it's closed off and it has these symbols on it. You're going to go ahead and shoot the symbols that you wrote down from the rocks that you shot down with your ice staff in that specific order, and then enter the portal. Now, I need you to keep in mind, if you shoot the wrong 3 symbols and you go through that portal, you will instantly die to fall damage. So make sure you're shooting the right symbols before you go through this portal. But once you go through the portal, you'll land on top of a rock, and then you'll interact with this orb. Once you interact with it, it'll kick you off the platform, and then you're gonna follow the orb. Make sure you stay close to the orb, because if you lose track of the orb, you're gonna have to rinse and repeat the doorstep. And yes, if you do fail, the doorstep symbols stay the exact same. But once you follow the orb long enough and get enough soul kills for it, you'll eventually unlock the upgrade for the ice staff. You just go up to the purple orb, interact with it, and then then your ice staff has been upgraded. And once you upgrade the ice staff, go ahead and go down the hill to the left side and you'll find this vermin statue right here. Go ahead and activate the special ability on the ice staff, and then you're gonna go ahead and shoot the crystal that's in front of the statue. Once you shoot that crystal, go ahead and collect the flame that appears on top of the crystal, and then head to the blue portal. Once you get to spawn, you'll find another vermin statue down here in the center. You're gonna interact with it and you're gonna be put into a lockdown. Finish the lockdown and pick up the orb that spawns inside the statue. Once you pick up this orb, if you take enough damage, it can destroy the orb. So quickly run back to another portal. I highly recommend going to the left, going towards the yellow portal, because you gotta head back to that vermin statue, place the flame back inside of it. Now once you do that, you're gonna rinse and repeat, turn around to the parasite statue, shoot it with your special ability of the ice staff, pick up the flame, go through the yellow portal, and do that lockdown. Now with this lockdown, all you gotta do is take out the parasites, pick up the purple orb that spawns on the ground, and take it to the parasite statue. Once you fill it up enough, you're gonna go ahead and pick up that flame and take it back to the parasite statue without taking too much damage. Now head towards the blue portal. On the left side right here, you'll find a double gas statue. Go ahead and shoot it with your special ability of the ice staff, pick up the flame. Then you're gonna want to go through the green portal. Go ahead and do that lockdown. All you have to do is take out the double gas that spawn in. Don't worry about the circles that spawn in that deal damage to you. Just take out the double gas, pick up the flame back from the statue, take it back to the other statue, and then once you do that, turn around to your right, and then you're gonna do the AMAGMA challenge. And all you gotta do is shoot it with your special ice staff ability, pick up the flame, go through the red portal, go ahead and put the flame inside that statue, and then for this lockdown, all you gotta do is take out the HVT AMAGMA, and once you do that, pick up that flame, take it to another portal, put it inside the statue, and now you are ready to go into the boss fight. Now to initiate the boss fight, all you gotta do is go over here to the right side, interact with this pedestal right here, and then it will create a bridge for you to cross. Interact with the sentinel artifact, and then the boss fight will begin. Now there's a few little things I need you to keep in mind before you do this boss fight as well. One, you need to keep in mind that GS45s and ray guns, anything that's explosive damage, does not do any damage to the artifact, so only bring a bullet weapon. Two, you can do the final phase with 3 people dumping damage into the sentinel artifact and 1 defending them. I highly recommend using an idolize during this stage, but you could do it with only 3 people dumping damage in it and 1 person defending them. So this is how the boss fight works. The first wave is going to be the sentinel artifact in the middle, spinning in a circle, shooting a laser. Now this laser will stun you if you get hit by it. Usually I will stay down below behind the stairs and just will spam charge shot of my ice staff in the corner right here. Now once the laser has gone through a sequence, it will turn purple, and then you have a short amount of time to do enough damage to it to break it in half. And then once you break it in half, it's going to have 2 lasers, going to go through the same phase, and then it's going to break it again over and over and over again. But the caveat is once it gets to the halfway mark with its health, you're going to be dealing with an HVT. Now there's 3 different HVTs you're going to be dealing with. The first one is either going to be a doppelgast or a mimic. Now these doppelgast or slash mimic or slash zombie is going to have a sentinel artifact inside its body, and it's going to be glowing orange. I highly recommend do not let it touch you, because if it touches you, it 1 will stun you, and 2 do a lot of damage. It will literally 3 tap you. So do not let it get near you. And what you have to do is you have to take it out, and once you kill it off, all you have to do is shoot the sentinel artifact again like you were doing in the beginning to break it. Once you break it, the next wave will give you another sentinel artifact in a zombie, but it'll either be a mimic or a regular zombie, just because you just took out the doppelganger. Once you take out the mimic this time around, the last one's gonna be in AMAGMA. Once you take out the AMAGMA, what's gonna happen is the sentinel artifact is gonna combine together and laser the door. You're gonna want at least 1 person or yourself to have idolized, and you're gonna want to unload as much ammo into that door as possible to that sentinel artifact, because if you do not do enough damage within the certain time period, you will completely be wiped from the boss fight. And when I say completely wiped, no matter how many self revives, how many dying wishes you have, you will be completely dying to this boss. But as soon as you take out the last little bit of health before you get wiped, you have completed the Easter egg for the map, The Tomb. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out my other Easter egg guides for the other Black Ops 6 maps that I made. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!